back to my channel. My name is Philippa and today I'm doing a slightly different video actually. Normally I stick to vlogs and hauls, but today I'm doing a what is in my handbag video. I was thinking back the other day to when I was a first-time mum with my first daughter, and the videos I used to constantly watch were like what is in my handbag, what's in my baby bag, hospital bag videos, because as a first-time mum I genuinely had no idea what to bring with me or what to have on day-to-day basis. So I thought today I would do that video of what is in my baby bag. The baby bag that I have is the LV Neverfull. This is obviously a very unnecessary handbag to have, but this was a birthday present a couple years ago. I have gone through so many specific baby bags that are like designed to be baby bags with all the different compartments and the bits and bobs. I just find that with all the different compartments and everything that it does take away from the storage ability. And when it comes to day-to-day things, they just get a bit overwhelming and infuriating to have to go through all the compartments to find what you need. So I found the best solution to that was just to have one big open tote bag, and I do have lots of little compartments in it, which means that when I need to grab something I can just grab the whole little cosmetic bag or whatever it is and just take that with me. And I have definitely found that that is the easiest way to carry a bag and to have everything that I need in it. So with that being said, let's get on to what is actually in my baby bag. So as I said, I have the LV Neverfull. The one thing I will say about this bag, or the two things actually, one, I wish that I had got the slightly bigger size, and two, I wish that I had got the dark like maroon red interior. I obviously have the tan interior, which I love, and I love the look of this bag, but when it comes to practicality and things, I do wish that I had got the dark colour. But I can't change that anyway. Also, I have a 7-month-old and a 3-year-old, so this is a slightly different things that I would carry if I had a newborn again. The only things that I did carry with having a newborn was a spare t-shirt, bra and breast pads for me, and a bottle warmer. Those are two things that I no longer carry with me, but I did carry when Bonnie was younger. So with all that being said, I'm just going to get into what's inside. The first thing I have is this little cosmetic bag, and in here is just all of Bonnie's nappies and some poo bags. I find that dog poo bags are the best ones to carry in my little baby bag. They just fit in so nicely and they're so easy to carry around. Anita, my 3-year-old, is obviously potty trained, so we do only have my baby's nappies in here, which is super convenient. I love that if I'm out and about and I'm with someone else and I don't want to take my whole baby bag into the changing room, that I can just grab this compartment with the nappies and then the changing mat and things like that. So that is the first thing I carry. Speaking of changing mats, the one I have is this portable one. This one is just from Colette Hayman. I had a lot of baby bags from Colette Hayman and they do all come with portable change mats. I love this one because one, I love the colour, and two, it is completely wipeable, which is incredible and super easy, and I do regularly just to make sure that it's clean. I know that most places do have like baby change stations. However, I find comfort in knowing that I have my own change mat to put on top of those stations, and it's not just like a communal baby changing area. So yes, I definitely recommend that you get a portable change mat from somewhere. Basically everywhere that sells baby things does sell them, and they are great. So I have one of those. The next thing I have is a little container of snacks. If you have a toddler or any child, you will know you have to have snacks with you at all times. This is just a Systema lunchbox, one of the hard plastic ones. These are great because you can just chuck them in the washing machine, in the dishwasher when it gets a bit mucky. And I just carry non-perishable snacks in there at all times, and this just gets refilled over and over again, and it is great to have, and I like that they're just small and compact. The next thing I have is this little clear plastic compartment. Normally in this I will have 3 bottles, and then this little formula dispenser does just kind of float around my handbag. This is just the Advent Phillips one. I do actually have 2 of these so that when one is being washed, the other one can be used. I carry 3 bottles, 1 because they fit well in here, 2 because there's 3 formula dispenser compartments. I find that this is just the easiest way to carry bottles. As I said, when Bonnie was younger, I did have the Moo brand bottle warmer. However, now she just takes room temperature bottles, so it is absolutely fine. And if I'm out and about at a cafe or something, I can easily ask them to just chuck the bottle with the water in it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. It's super easy. Bottle warmers are something that are great to have, but I absolutely would not say they are necessary unless your baby is super fussy. Obviously, then that might make your life easier. However, I did think it was a great luxury to have, but I didn't have one with my first daughter, and I definitely wouldn't say that they are a necessity at all. So yeah, this is what I keep all the bottles in. Next thing I have is obviously my wallet. I just have the Status Anxiety wallet. It's just black leather. I love this thing. I love all the compartments in it. It's great. And I carry this everywhere, even if I have a different bag on me, obviously. I usually obviously also keep my phone, which I'm filming on, and my keys in my handbag as well. However, I don't have those on me at the minute. The next thing I carry is a little teething toy. Bonnie is currently teething. We do swap out the toy with whatever her favourite thing is or whatever she is reaching for on the day. The one that she most regularly reaches for is the Mumbella mushrooms. Anita also loved these. We do have a couple of these. This is just the dark red one. These are great because she can also use it as like a dummy and self-soothe, but they are great for her to hold and play with. As I said, this does get switched out regularly with other toys and things, but I do make sure that I've always got at least one of these on me at all times because they are amazing. Next is obviously wet wipes. You always need wet wipes. These are just the Baby Wise ones. These are my favourite actually. They are by far the cheapest wet wipes out there in New Zealand, and they are also my favourite. I think they just stay super wet. They don't dry out easily, which I find with a lot of the other ones. And yeah, these are just my favourites. So I've obviously always got wet wipes as well. The next thing I highly recommend, especially if you have a newborn or smaller baby, is a capsule cover. This one is just from Modern Todd. This actually isn't the normal one that I carry, but my other one is currently in the wash. As I said, they're just from Modern Todd. If you have a baby in a capsule, they are incredible. They just go over the capsule the whole way around and they just protect them from germs or wind or anything that is going on outside, especially if I'm in a public place and I don't want people to look at my baby or try and touch my baby. I think these are incredible, and they also have so many other purposes as babies get older and things like that. And if I ever in a hurry need a cover up, although I don't breastfeed anymore, or if I needed a burp cloth, they're actually super multifunctional. So I do highly recommend these. My favorite ones are the Modern Todd brands, and I've had a couple of them over the last 3 years of being a mum. 100% recommend carrying one of these in your baby bags. The next thing I have are sunglasses. These are just a Marc Jacobs pair. They are obviously prescription, so I always have those on me as well. Next thing I have is a spare change of clothes for both the girls. I just keep them in this little makeup bag as well. I just have a spare pair of pajamas and a little singlet for Bonnie because she's obviously only 7 months old and super easy to change. I always recommend that you have a spare change of clothes. You never know what's going to spill or blow out or anything like that. So a spare change of clothes would definitely be at the top of my priority list of things to have in your baby bag. And then for Anita, obviously I just have a spare t-shirt, a spare pair of pants and a spare change of underwear for her, just in case. You never know if something's going to spill or if she's going to get wet in the rain or something like that, to always carry around. And then when it's colder, I will also add a jumper or a jacket in there as well. I also highly recommend that you keep a spare change of clothes in your car for your children, just in case for whatever reason you don't have your whole baby bag with you, if you're just running out to grab one thing. I think a spare change of clothes is very handy, so I just keep that in there. The next thing I have is a muslin cloth. I, for any mother at all, recommend having muslin cloths. These are the most universal thing. We've got blankets, burp cloths, if you need to put it on a change table, if you want to put it down for them to play on, so many different things. They are amazing. I've wiped noses, I've wiped up spills, I've done a million things with burp cloths. So yes, I highly recommend you carry one of these. This is just a massive 1 meter by 1 meter one from the warehouse, and it just folds up super nicely and small, and I keep that in my bag at all times. The next thing is in this little pouch. This is like my medical pouch. So in here I have some pads and tampons, obviously. I then also have my inhaler, And then I have things like aspirin and paracetamol and what else is in here? Antihistamines and things like that, as well as plasters. I think that having a little medical kit in your handbag is super handy, and not just for me, you know, if I'm out with anyone else and they need anything, not just me or my kids, then I have this, and that is just what I keep in there. And then I have another little sort of, it's not a medical kit, this is more like a beauty kit, I suppose you would say. In here I just have a hairbrush. I also have a mask. This definitely needs washing because I couldn't even tell you the last time I wore this. So I also have a mask that I carry around. I have sunscreen. I highly recommend carrying sunscreen with you if you have children, especially in the warmer months. You never know if you're going to be outside for longer than you thought or anything like that. Sunscreen is definitely a good one to carry. The next thing I have is a little perfume. This is just the OXX fragrance Coconut Waves. This is just like one of the can't think of the brand. It's a dupe for one of the brands, and I absolutely cannot for the life of me remember what the brand is. Sol de Janeiro. This is a Sol de Janeiro dupe, and I absolutely love the smell of this. It is such a nice little body spray to carry around, so I always have one of them. I also have teething tamer. If you are a mum, specifically in New Zealand, I don't know where else you can get this. I don't know if this is a New Zealand brand. That has a teething child, this is incredible. I have used this for both my girls. I've also recommended this to every friend I know that has had a child. This is the Nude Alchemist Teething Tamer. This stuff is amazing. It is just a balm. This is not actually a brand new one. This is probably my third or fourth one I have gone through. I have them everywhere. They are just incredible. It is just a balm that you rub on the outside of their chin or their jaw, and it just is unmatched. This is better than Bonjela. This is better than anything else. It is amazing. They also do a Mama's Kisses balm, which currently isn't in my handbag. I think it's in my car, but I do normally also carry around with me. It's in, hello. It's in a little pink container, and that is incredible for like cuts, bruises, anything like that, scrapes, scratches. I use that all the time as well, and it is just incredible. So I do not leave my house without this. Then the last things I have in here are literally all lip products and a hair tie. I have my Carmex, obviously. I then have this Revolution Juicy Pelt lip oil. This probably needs throwing out, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I also have a Born Lippy, the Body Shop lip balm. And then my all-time favorite lip gloss. This is the Australis Girl Boss lip gloss. This one is in the shade My Boo, and I just think this is the nicest lip gloss ever. It is just a your shade but better lip gloss. So that is everything that I have in like my little cosmetic pouch that is quite literally a cosmetic pouch, I suppose you would say. That is what I keep in there. And then if you look inside my actual handbag, the very last thing I have is one of these cases. This is again from Modern Todd, and in here I just keep a dummy. This one is Bonnie's. I normally have two dummies in here, one for Bonnie and one for Anita. However, we are currently trying to wean Anita off her dummies, so I only have one of Bonnie's ones in here. If you have a child that takes dummies and is obsessed with dummies, you will know that you never want to leave the house without one. And I love keeping them in here because it just means that they're super sanitized and they can stay clean. And also it's attached to this little bit on the inside, so I always know exactly where this pouch is. And that is everything that is in my baby bag. I hope that this maybe helped some other mums out there, or if you're just curious like me as to what is in other people's handbags, now you know what is in mine. Thank you again so much for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Maybe let me know down below what is the one thing that you could not live without in your handbag, other than like your wallet and keys and things. Tell me something that is a different story. Mine would definitely be either this teething tamer or one of these toys. These are the two things I recommend the most for a mum to carry in their handbag for sure. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you next time.